Kitchen Crew.
And we're currently here in Ontario, California.
Not Canada.
Nope.
That confused me for a second.
Yeah, we're here because we competed in the Star Makers International Tournament. And this video is basically going to be us explaining like the entire process.
Recap.
So to do so, we have to start back in Toronto. And when we initially got the invitation, like to compete in Star Makers International, right?
We met in a Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
To discuss.
Was that really what that meeting was for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
remember none
okay.
of it.
You
I
were
remember.
there.
I know.
Yeah.
I
okay.
remember going to the places and doing the stuff. I don't remember any of the context though. All I remember is that we officially started working on this in February. That's where my brain took the timeline.
Yeah. We have to start back when we were selecting the songs. So they told us, did they say we needed 3 songs right away?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Wait.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we needed 3 songs, one of which would be our preliminary song, and the other 2 would be sort of part of a group of songs to select for the finals if we advance to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
So the 3 songs we ended up picking were Both Sides Now, Kaiganda, and Bohemian Rhapsody. And we'll...
Who are they by?
Oh, Joni Mitchell,
Queen.
Queen, and then Kaiganda.
Ryan Kayabya.
Yeah,
Technically, but that's not the version that we picked.
yeah.
But the original song is by him.
Yeah. So that began the preparation process. And to talk about the preparation process, we need to sort of highlight and give thanks to 2 people specifically, Dita Kish and Guya DK.
Mm-hmm. Tita Kish was basically our
Choreographer, yeah.
kind of like our, not, I don't remember the actual word.
Coach.
Yeah,
basically,
yes.
Yeah.
Coach. And Kuya DK was our vocal
Coach, yeah.
We owe much thanks to him.
Yeah. And he basically went over the songs and really meticulously went through how we could improve each, how to sort of optimize each song for a competition,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because this is our first time competing as a group. It's a whole
It's our first time, competing in general.
It's a whole nother type of performance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
with Dita Kish, we
well, she didn't start actually. She didn't come in until April, right?
Yeah. And so sometimes we would practice we would try to practice on Sundays, every Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
right?
We started practicing, like I said, back in February.
And we would practice on Sundays, and as we got closer, we would also try to practice on Tuesdays as much as possible.
Mm-hmm. And Thursdays.
Yeah.
When it got really into the late game.
Yeah. And then as we got closer...
We had to actually take a break because we had the concert.
Oh, yeah.
We took a break for basically the entirety of April, I think?
Yeah, for Harmony for Hope.
April and May.
To focus on that,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Oh, yeah, Harmony for Hope was our concert.
It was our fundraising concert so that we could... we could actually afford to go fly here to California for the competition.
And it was also practice for competing for this kind of audience, right?
Was it really?
Sorta.
I thought it was just
I always thought of it as practice.
Oh.
Because there were songs where it was just the 3 of us, and I know that was to sort of highlight us as the people that were going to LA. But I know it was also to just get practice as
singing
get
as a
used
trio.
to performing, and get used to performing for that kind of crowd, and then with the getting the choreography with our vocals for the audience.
I guess you're right.
Yeah. So after Harmony for Hope, that's when we really focused on those 3 songs and trying to put choreography to them, trying to learn the Tagalog for Kaiganda. So at that point forward, we started meeting with Kuya DK weekly to improve those 3 songs like in by just like tightening up the harmonies, like trying to get our like he did work on like rearranging some of the harmonies, but he also changed some stuff with our tones and just like working as a trio to just like highlight each of our different voices, right?
Helping us actually add flavor to the songs.
Yeah.
Specifically Kay Ganda.
Yeah, which we didn't do.
That's okay. Right on it. One of our practices, I think, was 6 hours long, and it was specifically for Kay Ganda, and we nailed it. And then the judges ended up not even picking that song for us.
Okay, we'll have a chance to do it.
Eventually.
Although we sort of like had no choice but
Yeah.
to make that our preliminary song because we didn't have the other 2 like ready. So it was like, okay, we're confident in both sides now. We'll put that forward and we'll learn.
It's good that we did that one for our preliminary now that
yeah.
we've done it, though. Because it's like...
It ended up working out.
Yeah, it did.
Very well.
Imagine
If we had done something else, do you think we would have made it to the top 10?
I don't
Do
know.
you think so?
It depends on how we did.
It depends on what we did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the dresses really helped.
maybe.
But we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
So,
Rehearsing.
yeah, rehearsing.
More rehearsing.
More rehearsing. Yeah.
Rehearsing like almost 2 to 3 times a week.
A week. Yeah.
By the time we had to go, I think.
Yeah, and then like eventually we started like performing in front of like more of our family just as like a litmus test, just like
A litmus test.
I don't know.
Litmus test.
no,
Isn't
just
that the acid?
I don't
Isn't
know.
that the acidity test?
I don't know.
Sorta. No,
Is
but
it?
like it's used as like a metaphor for like
Christmas,
tests.
but lit.
Okay. Anyway.
Mock audience.
Yeah.
Just to get like just to get feedback from normal people, I guess,
Yeah.
on how to improve our performance.
Yeah. But then it was time to head to LA.
LAX.
Whoa.
Okay.
With a dream in your cardigan?
Yep.
So yeah, the journey to LA was not the smoothest. So we booked a really early flight, right?
We did.
Yeah.
It was
We-
like a 6 a.m. flight.
Yeah.
But it was
Yeah.
delayed
By 2 hours.
to
Yes.
8 a.m.
Yeah.
We did not sleep. Actually, Ryan did. But he's
yeah.
Ryan.
And I sleep. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
Ryan
that's
sleep.
weird.
No, you
That's
no,
weird,
no,
right?
because you sleep at normal times.
Okay.
You have like an actual sleep schedule.
Ryan
Sleeping at
sleeps.
normal times is weird.
No, it's
Okay.
you're normal. That's what
Okay.
we mean.
You're weird because you're normal.
Okay.
What?
Abby and I have really bad sleep schedules. That's the
Yeah.
point of this. Ryan actually got sleep because he sleeps like a normal person. Abby and I stayed up because we don't sleep.
Well, what time did you sleep, Ryan?
That night, I think like I ended up going to bed at like 10. I think.
Lucky.
Yeah.
If I go to bed at 10, I wake up at 2 a.m. and I can't go back to sleep.
There's a fly.
Yeah. Okay, so we eventually get on the plane, and it was a
plane.
It was a smooth flight.
It
right?
was. Yeah. It was
fine.
a
Yeah.
plane. It was
certainly
normal.
a
Like once we got on the plane, like everything was
Fine.
Yeah.
From
We'll
takeoff
just
to
fly.
landing. Yeah. What did you guys like? Did you guys like use the entertainment system?
I was asleep for
I
most
was
of it.
also asleep. I was
Okay.
listening to music
Bro, this
with
fly.
my headphones.
So my screen didn't work,
Oh.
so I had to like, cause like you know how like the headphone jacks were like on the seats. I like reached over and I like put mine on my dad's, and I just like put my headphones in and listen to country music.
Oh.
And then eventually my dad borrowed like, cause like the playlist was like an hour, so like halfway through the flight I was done, so I just gave my headphones to my dad so we could watch like Aquaman.
Okay. What did you do for the rest of the flight then?
Uh,
if you
I think
spent
like
an
I
hour.
tried sleeping, but I wasn't really that sleepy, so I just like looked out the window for like a lot of it.
I looked out the window a lot too. I filmed for some reason.
Imagine having a
It got
window
into my
seat.
head. I was like, I need to film
Like
this.
it was like nice, but then like it got into desert, and I was like, oh, I was scared because like I don't like the desert. I don't know,
Why?
because it's like there's no water, like you know,
Well, yeah,
It's
that's
barren
what a desert
wasteland.
is.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, and like it was like a weird thing when I was in like Vegas. There was like there was like a weird vibe just because of like we're just surrounded by nothing, you know, if that makes sense.
What?
It's like
Because it's like like all
it's
like,
an oasis, but if an oasis was a mirage.
like all my life, like I've been like near like a large body of water, right? It's like that.
Ontario.
But then like yeah, and then like
Okay.
but then like you go to Vegas and you're just surrounded by like
Just
nothing. You know?
It's
Man-made
It's like any
you're
direction.
surrounded by
Say, like-
everything
say, like,
and nothing
we
at
go
the same
somewhere,
time, and
like
it's
for 30
weird.
minutes, and we
Yeah.
leave Vegas in
Yeah.
any direction. Like
Yeah.
there's just nothing, you know.
Oh.
And
Are
like,
you scared of liminal spaces?
Maybe I don't
Oh.
know.
That's a reasonable, like,
Yeah.
uncomfortable thing.
My
Yeah.
neck really hurt.
On the flight.
On the
Yeah,
flight.
because I've never slept with headphones on before in a plane. I always had my AirPods in, so I could actually like squish my head into the side of the plane
Squish.
comfortably. But because headphones are clunky, I couldn't do that. So when I woke up, my neck was like,
Oh,
yeah,
you didn't have to demonstrate.
it hurt, but I was okay.
I had a neck pillow, so I was fine.
Yeah. So the plane lands, we get off, and our struggles didn't end at.
Oh my
yeah.
god,
Oh
you're
my
so
God.
right.
Yeah,
I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we
that
go to
was
the
so-
luggage carrier,
Yeah.
and I get my stuff,
Uh-huh.
and Abby gets her stuff,
Uh-huh.
and everyone else gets their stuff.
Uh-huh.
Except me. Don't worry though, like our luggage, it's not like our luggage got lost in transit or something. If it
Yeah.
did, I would have been so pissed off.
It was
but
just
it
It
didn't.
delayed.
arrived, but
It was just
yeah.
late, yeah.
Yeah.
It arrived 30 minutes after like everyone else's luggage came, so it was a little bit like nerve-wracking because I was standing there by the conveyor belt and I'm like not showing that I'm distressed or worrying or anything on my face. I'm like, this is fine. Yep, that's not our luggage. That's not ours either. They're shutting off the conveyor belt. Huh. Where's our luggage? I'll just wait a little bit more. Maybe they'll turn it back on.
And then they did.
And then they did, but after like everyone freaked out, everyone who didn't get their luggage at the carousel freaked out and asked like the guy, and he was like, "Oh, don't worry, all of your luggage made it on the plane. It's here. It's just late." So it was like, "Yay!" And then we left,
Yeah.
and then we got
But
yeah.
we had to go to a shuttle.
To
Which
go
was-
to the Uber
Yeah.
pickup.
And we had
So-
like
5,000 luggages.
14
Yeah.
luggages, including our carry-ons, between the 7 of us who came.
Yeah.
And tugging all of that on the shuttle was stressful.
Yeah.
And I had to, and because it's a shuttle, like that, and the luggage isn't like strapped in or anything, and you're not strapped in either.
Yeah.
The luggage moves, guys. I had to sit on like my luggage and hook my feet around 2 carry-ons just to make sure they wouldn't roll away and like collide into somebody. It was scary.
Yeah.
So eventually we get off the shuttle bus to the Uber pickup area. We get to 2 different Ubers because we had that many like people with us and that many those many luggages, and we eventually make it to our hotel in Burbank, which is where the first the first couple of days were. Yeah.
So we got settled after all of that nonsense. So that was our rest day, and then tomorrow, the day after, we started rehearsals. So.
Yeah, so entering in, we didn't really know what to expect. Like, we were just sort of nervous just because we didn't know, like, how the other contestants would be. But luckily for us, like, all the other contestants were just super chill. Like, they were all,
nice.
so they were all open, they were all, like, helpful, you know.
Supportive.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
extended family.
Yeah, extended Filipino cousins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we liked the contestants and us like to say it felt more like a summer camp than a competition.
Yeah.
We went into it thinking it was going to be like cutthroat, like American
Yeah.
Idol or something. But no.
Philippines.
Yeah.
Oi, Philippines! Sorry. When we walked in, there were like a couple contestants in the lobby. And they were all shy, like us. Yeah, and then after, we went to the studio, which was just like down the hall. And then there was this big old room where we would rehearse and practice for the next couple of days. Yeah, what happened? What else happened in the
So
studio?
we first on the first day, like they asked us to go through our solo songs, like our individual songs.
Oh, yeah.
right?
Prelim song.
Prelim songs and
Icebreaker
And
first,
finals.
actually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There was an icebreaker first where we all had to go around and introduce ourselves, our ages, where we came from, something about ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And all 37 contestants did that. And then
yeah,
they
and
asked
then
us
they asked us to go through all our preliminaries, then our finals, and then the coronation song, which was going to be sung by the top two, like the final two contestants.
Yeah.
Mm.
Top
Yeah.
2 contestants.
So that, and then, they also asked us to go over our group songs, which is what most of the second day was.
Yeah.
So we were in group 4, which sang the song Raise Your Flag, right?
By KZ.
Well, it was written by
Written by
Jonathan
Jonathan
Manalo.
Oh.
Jonathan Manalo was one of the judges,
Yeah.
so of course we had to sing like all songs that he wrote. So,
Yeah.
You want to tell them how he kind of looks like your Tito?
oh my gosh, it's so weird because on the first day, they were in the emails and stuff, they were telling us, and it makes sense too, that not to approach the judges individually, because then that seems like
Generates
maybe,
bias.
yeah, bias or like blackmail,
Sabotage.
even, at the worst assumption.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried not even looking at him, but then on the second day when we kind of had to look at him because we were doing group songs, his songs,
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at him and I was like, oh my gosh, because he was just like scrolling on his tablet or something, and I was like, oh my gosh, he looks like so similar to my Tito, just like his resting face. And once I realized that, I was like, okay, I cannot look at him, I cannot talk to him, because if I do, I'm accidentally going to call him Tito.
I don't think he would have minded that, because he is a Tito.
I know, but
Like, it's a Filipino thing to call,
Yeah.
someone, like...
Tito.
yeah, I know, but consider he was there as a
Yeah, as a judge,
Oh.
like, it would have, yeah.
Yeah, you're
as a
right.
judge and as our what was he doing there?
Like, he
actually?
was sort of, like,
He was, like,
mentoring us,
yeah,
like,
supervising.
for his songs, yeah.
Okay.
Like, he was assigning parts, and so I will say, like, we were able to listen to the songs ahead of time,
I remember this.
and
We
I
were
re-
in the car.
I remember saying, like, when we were listening to the song, like, back in Toronto, we were listening to it, and there was a rap part in Tagalog, and yeah, what are you pointing? Oh, okay. There was a
thing
rap
on the-
part in Tagalog, and I remember thinking, oh, there's a rapper in our group. I won't have to rap in Tagalog.
But then.
Okay, so he goes to, like, assigning the parts, and he asks, like, all the members of our, the people in our group to sing it one by one, and there's, like, 10 people in total.
Mm-hmm.
And so he starts assigning the roles, and I slowly realized, okay, he's assigning all the vocal parts to the girls, and none of the parts to the guys. And the other two guys had their rap parts assigned, and so he gets to everything, and I may be thinking, oh, maybe I just don't have a solo. And then he points to me, and he sort of goes, like, can you do the rap? And I was like, okay.
Because he was like, I think your deep voice is such a, like, good tone for, like, an undertone for, like, this contestant's, like, higher tone of rap. So it would be, like, a good overlay of each other.
Yeah.
His worst nightmare.
Yeah. So yeah, I had to learn how to rap in Tagalog.
And he did so well.
He did
so
really
well.
Yeah.
Ryan.
4 days. That's
You
how
listen
much
to-
of a professional
yeah.
this guy is.
You listen to
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar. You didn't have anything to worry about.
He channeled his inner Kendrick.
Okay.
We're literally from Canada.
Yeah. Well, I like channeling your inner Drake has a different like meaning nowadays. So
yeah.
yeah.
No.
So that's what happened on day 2.
Yeah.
What happened on day 3?
Well, day 3 was sort of
We
like the
moved.
moving day.
Yeah.
We moved.
Where did we move,
because,
guys?
Like we mentioned, we started the rehearsals in Burbank, but
Yeah.
then we had to move to Redondo Beach, which is where the actual competition was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So we packed up our lives and we moved to Redondo.
Yeah.
Packed up our lives.
And the third day was mostly just the movie day because like we did do some further like
Wasn't
work
it?
on the group songs
the group
and
songs.
the winning songs.
Winning songs.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was a little tour of the theater, too.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did. It was cool.
Yeah.
It's cool theater. Yeah,
The backstage was cool.
yeah.
The
They-
stage
yeah.
was cool. The LED screens, before they got set up, we were like, what the heck are those things on the ground? And then like, Friday came, I think, and they were standing and they were testing out all of the like lights and stuff, and it was like,
Oh.
that's so cool.
They're so blinding, though.
Yeah, a little
They're
bit.
so bright.
A little bit, but we
Yeah.
weren't facing them, so there's no problem.
Yeah.
And then day 4 was sort of putting like all the choreography that we had learned like on.
Yeah.
Last minute choreo.
Yeah.
And the opening.
Yeah, yeah. It will never bring me down.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah,
Another one of Jonathan Manalo's songs, by the way.
Mhm.
yeah. So, yeah, that's what day 4 was. Just putting everything on stage, like finalizing the group, like practicing the group songs on stage, and we all.
Vibing with all the other contestants.
Yeah, yeah.
During our lunch break.
Yeah.
That was
It
fun.
really was.
Yeah, well, one fun thing that happened, like, pretty much each day of rehearsals was that, like, yeah, a couple of the contestants would, like, bring their guitars, and they would just, like, play, like, whatever song, like, they knew, and then, like, they would, like, everyone would just, like, be in, like, a huge circle, and they would just sing along, like, at their own harmonies.
Those
and-
were so nice.
It
Yeah.
was. It was literally like camp.
Yeah.
Literally just singing around a campfire.
But there was no campfire.
Yeah, no.
It was just on the floor.
Yeah. It was still nice.
Yeah, it was so vibey.
And even
so
if you weren't
chill.
participating in it, like, you could still hear it, and it was still such lovely background music to listen to. So soothing.
And
Mostly
everyone
because
can
of the
sing.
Yeah, and everyone could sing, so it was even better.
Yeah.
So eventually we get ready, because the 5th day was
Prelim day.
prelims. Yeah. Dun dun dun.
Was it super stressful?
I think the day of the preliminaries was fine, just because, like, we were doing, like, the song. We were just doing one song, and it was the
Yeah.
song we were, like, the most confident in. Like,
Mhm.
both sides of that.
We were on
Yeah.
stage
Yeah.
just once for like 5 minutes, too.
Was it for the group song, or was it just to... Oh, no, it wasn't. It was testing out the mics for our prelims.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
went up.
Yeah.
Right, I remember that.
Yeah.
So that was basically, like, all the rehearsing we did that day.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, 4 o'clock came, and the chaos started, because that's when everybody started changing and, like, doing their hair and, like, finalizing their makeup and stuff to actually
Mhm.
go up on stage. Because this is filmed. It's
Yeah.
not like, it's an actual thing that's being filmed. So we all have to look our best. My dress, man.
So we start getting to, like, the start of the competition, or the start of the stream, like, it was the competition, yeah,
The competition
or
started.
the concert, or I don't know how to word
Huh?
it, because
The
it was
preliminaries?
the preliminary competition. Yeah, it starts. Okay, it starts.
Wait,
And what?
Huh?
red carpet.
Oh, yeah.
So they brought us out to a red carpet and had us all, like, basically, like, line up in our the order that we were performing in.
Alphabetical.
Yeah, and so, like, they brought us on one by one, and they had us, like, take photos of.
They
And-
took photos of us,
Yeah,
from
of-
distance.
Yeah,
We saw them setting up the red carpet too, I think, on the 4th day.
yeah,
It was
Oh, yeah.
that was kind of when it started we started going like, "Oh, this is actually a thing.
yeah,
This is happening." So the red carpet happened, and then we all left, I think. Cause everyone's families and, like, friends who
yeah,
came
Yeah.
were there during the red carpet, so, like, we took
You know-
pictures with our family also. Everyone took pictures with their families, and then we
Mhm.
went backstage because the show was going to start.
So yeah, the show starts happening, and it was cool because like there was like a backstage area where like we could like there was like a monitor and then like a lot of the contestants were just like watching each other perform, just like clapping for each other, and then like as soon as they were done, like when the person who performed was coming like off backstage, and everyone would like run to them and then just like start clapping, and then just like congratulating them.
It was so
and hugging
cute.
them. Yeah, it was a great experience.
Yeah.
It really was.
Like everyone like really supported each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Which was really relieving.
Yeah, I
'Cause
thought
that's
everyone
what
would
made-
be scary.
Yeah, it was like, it's what helped make the entire experience like the least stressful, as little.
As least stressful as possible.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. So we went. It was alphabetical order.
We went
so
24.
We were number
Yeah,
24.
24th.
So we went up, and I don't know if you heard this, but when we went up, I heard like a little before
Gasp?
everything went. Like gasp, because we came out in gowns. Well, not Ryan,
No.
but Abby. and-
Ryan came out in a gown, and it was amazing.
No, Ryan came out in
He had a suit,
really sparkly.
and he had a glitter shirt.
Yeah.
He was covered in glitter by the end of the night. But anyway, yeah. So we came out, and like I heard somebody in the audience like gasp,
I didn't hear
and then
that.
it went quiet,
Yeah.
and then we started. And to me, it felt like a normal like.
It felt like a normal performance.
It felt like a
right?
normal performance.
Yeah.
Kind of it felt like our concert. So like
Yeah.
nothing. We're used to that kind of stuff.
I pictured my basement because we always practiced in there.
Yeah, and then we did it, and we did it well. We didn't mess up. Nothing bad happened. And then it came time for the judges to.
Yeah, what they did was they had
Critique us?
one judge for like each contestant, like basically like just say some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could like comment, they could critique, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Floor.
And our judge,
Ted.
like yeah, okay.
Can we say his name?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our judge's name was
Ted Benito.
Yeah.
He was the.
And he
the
was
judge.
really nice.
He was
Yeah.
really nice.
He was really nice.
But
Yeah.
he was the judge our families were like the most like nervous about.
Really?
But-
Was he?
Yeah.
I wasn't here. I didn't hear this. Why?
Because apparently he was not like kind of older, so therefore more what did you say?
Experience
maybe
with like, you know.
more maybe strict when it came to like performances and like good performance energy, stuff like that. That's but then no, we did good.
Yeah, he really appreciated our performance. Like he was like sort of like speechless at it, which
He did
yeah.
say that.
He did.
Yeah, and it was nice. It felt
It was
good.
really nice.
Yeah.
Kind of mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we went backstage after the performance, and we were like squealing
Yeah.
because we were so
and
happy.
we got applause too.
Yeah.
From the other contestants, like we did for them, and it was so nice. And then also no more stress
Yeah.
because
For the
now,
day.
Yeah.
for that day.
For the day.
Because the next day was the grand final.
The grand finals. Sorry.
So the grand finals day was, I guess, a lot more involved than the prelim day because
Very much.
prelim day it was just all 37 contestants singing their preliminary song and that was it. But the grand final day, there was like an actual program to it, basically.
So the way it was going to work was that everyone was going to perform the opening song, then everyone was going to perform the 4 like group songs, like of all the contestants divided into smaller groups. Then they would bring us all out on stage, and they would announce the first person who made the top 10.
In no particular
And
order.
that's how we found out who the top 10 was.
Yeah.
Basically, like they would, and so after one person would perform, they would bring us all backstage, and then after like once someone was done performing, they would put the camera to us, like all the
real
contestants.
time, in real time too. We didn't like know at all who was going to make the top 10. So
Yeah, they would just announce like who made it, and then like whoever, you know, like we had to listen, and then whoever got called had to basically just run on stage and then just perform their final song.
those reactions were real.
Yeah.
They were all real.
So yeah, so eventually like they call like the first like 5 or whatever,
Yeah.
and eventually
There was
they
a commercial
call-
break in the middle.
Yeah.
So we were like,
And eventually they call kitchen crew.
yeah.
Which
And
was crazy.
What was the face you made?
I honestly don't remember.
Oh.
Like, cause like like I've heard like people say like my face was like hilarious because
Funny.
like it was almost like it was a blank face, so it was like there was no expression, but that was the expression, and that made it funny or
I
something.
think I remember you maybe going like that or something.
Okay.
Maybe. I'm
like
not entirely
like
sure.
pleasantly surprised.
I like because like what was going through my mind was it was just like, oh shoot, okay, we gotta go,
Yeah.
you know.
My reaction, because like for some reason, whenever we get called, because we're never like called first.
Yeah.
We're always So I'm paying attention every time somebody else is called. But the one time, every single time, I'm not paying attention. We get called, so my reaction's like that.
Yeah.
I literally went like that backstage when we got called.
Yeah.
So
We
yeah.
got called sixth out of the
Sixth.
10.
Yeah.
Because again, it's like no particular order.
Yeah. This was my reaction.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I hopped off the
The counter.
table and then
Yeah.
we went.
Yeah, so yeah, we got called up sixth.
And
no
we
particular
performed the
order.
song that they had chose for us. to
Bohemian
perform, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Rhapsody.
They
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah. That was so
Yeah.
fun to do.
I know.
Yeah.
I literally stared at the judges during that one part. I went down on my knee and I pointed at them,
Yeah.
and they were looking back at me, and I was like. Anyway. No, but I got it into my
Yeah.
head like before we got called. I got it into my head that because they didn't call us like as one of the first 5, I got into my head that they're not gonna call us then, because wouldn't they have called the group already, right?
No.
I
it's
know,
no
I know that.
particular order.
I know
Yeah.
that, but in my head, that's what happened. Like they didn't call us like one of the fifths, as one of the first 5, so they're not gonna call us.
And
But
then we
they
got
did.
called.
But they did.
And then
Yeah.
after Bohemian, we went backstage.
Not exactly backstage.
Oh, wait.
Like just
Like
off
on the
stage.
yeah.
And
Off
then
stage.
like because they would bring us back on stage eventually for some judges' comments
Mhm.
with some of the other finalists.
Yeah, they would bring us out 4 at a time. And I was thinking, why would you bring us out 4 at a time when it's a top 10, right? But no!
And then surprise, boom.
Yeah, it
It be-
wasn't a top 10
It was a
because
top
there was
12.
a 3-way tie
it was a
for
top 13.
yeah.
Oh,
There was
13?
a 3-way tie for
10th place.
10th place.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It
Yeah.
was. None of us were expecting that either. And backstage, I literally went, so
so
that's why they called us in groups
Yeah.
of 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
I looked like an idiot, probably.
And then one contestant in particular. Oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
can't speak. I like looked straight at him and I was like, you're good, you're in.
Yeah.
They were freaking out back there, like, oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then all 13 of us performed,
Mhm.
and then the 13 of us got brought back on stage, I think,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The 13 of us got
Wait,
brought back on
didn't they
stage.
do the awards first?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes, they did.
Yeah.
We got Ted again.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, it wasn't like it was just like
We
whoever
got
wanted
multiple.
to say something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Ted again.
Well, yeah,
We
Ted
also got
like
Ted.
like he did.
He went, I'm speechless again.
Yeah.
And he, like, specifically...
He asked me like what like range like I had. 'Cause, like,
Murdon.
I like
Bass.
throughout the night I did sort of have to like do like a lot of different like stuff, basically. So yeah, but it was a lot of fun, and then yeah.
Are
I
there
got-
any Filipinos left in Canada?
That was their
that was a
prelims.
preliminary.
Oh, my
final,
bad.
yeah.
My
That was
bad.
funny though.
Okay, so then after that, that's prizes.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a.
There was the PAL jingle, which we need to explain. Basically, for like one of the things they had was a sort of like competition within the competition where we were asked to like write like
A
Like a
jingle,
jingle
for
for
Philippine
Philippine
Airlines.
Whoa.
yeah, and
We did that.
we had the opportunity to actually perform it at the Philippine
Headquarters.
Headlines.
Airlines headquarters in LA
Yeah.
on one of the practice days with all the other people who had submitted like a jingle, which was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mabuhay. Oh, Fil-can won that, by the way. She's from Toronto.
Toronto
Yeah.
rap! Canadians are winning. in this
Yeah.
Canadians in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they got to the top 5. So they called the fourth runner-up,
which
third
is
runner,
fifth place,
yes, third runner-up,
which is fourth place,
second runner-up,
which is third place,
and they got to the final two,
Second and first.
who were going to sing a song that Jonathan Manalo
The winning
had written
coronation
for
song.
for the competition.
for the competition itself. So we were so they announced the first name and it wasn't us. We were like, okay. And then like they announced the second name as Kitchen Crew, and then we were just like, oh,
Once
yeah.
again,
Ruh-roh.
once again, I didn't expect that either. Because
Yeah.
when they called fourth runner-up, I was immediately like, that is the highest place that we realistically would get.
Such
So
a
since
good
they didn't
voice.
call us, we didn't make it to top 5. And then
Yeah.
they kept going, and I was like, yeah, we didn't make it. And then
Yeah.
they called the first the first
first
at the
finalist.
top, the first finalist, and we were like, okay, so it's gonna be this person. And then they called the second finalist, and it was us. And once again, I was completely blindsided.
And then like I had to like sort of like guys, we have to go forward.
Right?
Yeah.
Because like that
It was like-
happened.
Like, keep going.
Like, guys,
Just
like,
keep going.
Guys, go forward.
Yeah, it's like we didn't expect that at all. We would
Yeah.
have been. We were talking about this when we were still back in Ontario. We would have been happy just winning the talent single.
Or just top 10.
Yeah.
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 We had no high expectations for
Yeah.
ourselves, but
So-
we made it to top 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what happened was they selected like cards to determine like who went in what order, and thankfully like we got second, so the decision was not put in our hands because we had no idea where we wanted to go.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So
Run
Yeah.
away. That's what we
So,
wanted
yeah.
to do.
so like the experience performing the original song, like what was it like for you guys?
Well, rehearsing it was kind of stressful.
Yeah.
We got it at like the very, very end. Like our very last.
We
Like,
got
in the holding
song-
room?
Yeah, we nailed it. Like
We're
like,
exposing ourselves.
We nailed it comfortably, literally backstage before the grand final started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So then going up, it's like, to me, it kind of felt like all of the worries that we had over the song just disappeared.
Like we were able to just perform it pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Because we made it to top 2, and that exceeded all of our expectations.
We were just like
Sing
let
it
whatever
for
happens
us.
happens.
Yeah, just sing it for us. There was like, to me, there was no audience anymore. There were no judges, so
Yeah.
we just
I just
sang
stared at you guys.
it. Yeah. It felt like a coming of age movie to me. 'Cause, like, we were all looking at
Bruh.
each other, and we all looked so happy, even though like we were worrying about the song, but we were killing the song. And it was so, like, I could literally hear like the sparkle sound effect in my brain while we were singing that. It was really fun. It ended up sounding good too. It was really good.
Okay, after we finished singing the original song, we went backstage because they had a special guest, right?
Oh yeah, they did.
Oh yeah. Inigo.
Pestas.
Ini.
Wow.
The N has an accent on it. Inigo. Yeah.
So, yeah,
He sang
he
for a
sang
bit,
Dahil
yeah.
Sa'yo.
Para sa'yo, para sa'yo. I only
The
know.
Zumba dance,
It
guys.
The
was
Zumba.
such-
The
like,
Zumba dance. What
we
was
were all dancing backstage.
He
like,
sang
Yeah.
something
it was so
else
fun.
too. It was an English song. What was it?
Oh.
I don't remember.
No, that's not
No,
No,
English.
he
English.
sang like a song before that. He sang 2 songs.
Nobody remembered the first song. Sorry.
Because like
Because
the
we
second
were all
song was
obsessing
like
over Dahil Sa'yo.
yeah,
Then
Yeah.
backstage, everyone was like fangirling.
yeah.
Because it's the Zumba song, guys.
Because we were just
Oh my
like
gosh.
sing Dahil Sa'yo, sing Dahil Sa'yo.
And then he did it!
He was like, I'm singing this song like that like sort of began my journey. He was like, he's singing it, you know.
Yeah.
Wait, did he make that?
No, it's not
Oh.
his original song, but he's the one who popularized
Yeah.
it.
Ah.
He was 19 when he recorded it.
Yeah.
How old is he now?
Like 27.
After he
His age.
performed, they called everyone back on stage,
Mhm.
and they called the last 2 finalists
Mhm.
to the front
Mm-hmm.
to
Determine who the
to announce
grand
who the winner
was.
was.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
We were
And-
holding
I was
hands.
gripping your
You
hands.
really
Yeah, you
were.
needed to hold our hands.
Your grip was so tight.
I'm the maknae. I needed the support.
Both of you, I noticed in the actual in the footage, both of you were like with your heads down and
Yeah.
stuff, and I was just
Because
like,
I was
la,
like,
la,
cause,
la, la, la.
no, because I was like, I feel like if I looked up, I would, because like I would be able to see like them like open the envelope.
We were
and
so
I didn't
far
want
away
that.
from
No.
the Ryan.
I don't want to see it.
We were so far away from the card though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they announced it to us.
Yeah, and
And
then
then,
we
like,
won.
it was-
So that was weird,
We
man.
won.
And then like confetti started.
Yeah, like golden,
like,
golden
yeah.
confetti. It was
Like
pretty.
The
everyone
floor
was
was
cheering,
literally
like,
covered
yeah.
in confetti.
I
Like,
s-
I
almost
slipped
slipped.
twice.
Yeah.
It was so great though because like all the other contestants. Oh, and then we also sang the winning song again as like a final like victory round,
Yeah.
and everyone sang with
Yeah,
us.
that
It
was so cute.
Oh, it was so nice.
This wasn't scripted, by the way.
It really wasn't. Isn't? What?
Oh, I was talking about us being in sync.
Oh no, that's never scripted.
Yeah.
It's.
But neither was them also singing with
I
us.
know. It was so
Yeah.
cute.
I miss them, man.
I do too. And then after we were done singing it, like everyone gathered around us and were hyping us up, and it was so
Yeah.
nice. We gave us so
Kitchen
many
crew,
hugs. It was so
kitchen
nice.
crew, kitchen crew.
Can you believe we won?
No. I still question it every time I wake up.
Yeah. It's
I was like, Ma, did we win? Yeah.
every time I wake up, my tita's like, "Good morning, Smew." I'm like, "Huh?"
That stands for Star Makers International winner.
I'm like, "Huh? It's too early. Stop it."
Yeah.
Ryan, how do you feel?
So how did we feel? So okay, so I'll start with how I feel, and you guys know, like, cause like I was like worried right away, cause like it was like there was like a whole thing with like
Contract.
yeah, but then like
Prizes.
also like all the prizes, and then like I remember like cause like I remember them talking about how the winner would like was going to perform that Saturday, and I was like, wait, but our flights are like immediately like they announced kitchen crew, but I was like, oh wait, so we get to perform on Saturday, but our flights are on Wednesday, so I guess we'll have to rearrange that. It was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay,
the
it's all
entire
happening.
itinerary.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
Man,
But,
enjoy
yeah,
the win for
yeah.
one day, Ryan.
yeah.
There's a thing where it's like if you don't let your brain enjoy the happy chemicals after achieving something, you're teaching your brain that effort is futile. Pretty much.
No, like I was able to appreciate the win, but like also like in the back of my mind, it was like, okay, so we have to cancel the flights, and we have to reschedule those, and we need to book another hotel.
You didn't even give yourself
Ryan-
a whole day, Ryan.
Ryan, you're not even responsible for any of those.
Yeah.
You're really. Yeah, I know you weren't.
Okay.
But that's just how you are, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
It's not registering. It's not. It's been like a week at this point. It's not registering. Because, again, I keep saying it, this is more than we ever thought we would get. I thought we were going to make it to top 10 at the most realistic highest point. But other than that, that's all I was hoping for. But then, no, it kept going. We made it to top 10. We made it to top 5. We made it to top 2. We won! That's crazy. It's still not registering, so I don't really know what I can say about it, really. I'm grateful. I know I'm grateful for it. But other than that, like, call me back when it's registered. I'll have better words then.
I don't believe it. Like, yeah, I already said before. Every time I wake up in the hotel bed, I'm like, we won? Really?
So what I'm getting is for you two, it hasn't set in yet, and for me,
No.
it's set in too much.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing Louise said. Like, we were just here for the experience, and then we ended up winning, which is cool. Yeah.
It's so cool, but it's
Yeah.
also so, huh? Why'd you pick us?
And also, like, oh, what was I gonna say? There's like getting all the congratulations and stuff, and I'm like, oh, thank you, and I'm like, wait, really? We won still? Like for real this time? And then yeah, I'm just in a different headspace, cause like
Maybe it'll register
Yeah.
when we get back to Canada.
Maybe. Yeah.
Watch, it'll register in like 2 years.
2 years.
Like, in the middle of talking to somebody, it's like,
We won?
yeah.
Yo, guys, we won.
I need to lie down. Oh god.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what more I can say about it. Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
So as we mentioned before, we're in Ontario, California, and the reason we're in Ontario, California is because one of the prizes was that we get to perform the winning song by Jonathan Manalo at the Toyota Center, the Toyota Arena, yeah.
Toyota Arena.
So
And it holds what, 11,089
11,000
people at full capacity.
Well, that's when it's in like hockey like seating, but because like there's like more seats like for a like
An
for a
actual-
concert,
oh,
yeah, it'll
there's
be
more.
yeah, because like the floor seats, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a big jump from the audience we had in Star Makers.
Yeah, there
the
was
Yeah.
intimate
kind of theater looking
Yeah.
place that we were
to a
at.
big old stadium.
To
To
an
a
actual,
stadium.
oh my god!
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
we only had a week to come to terms to that.
But guys, it's pre-show, so like not everyone will be there, so it won't be as nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. We're taking baby steps.
Baby steps that just so happen to be the baby steps of a giant.
Standing on the shoulder.
Anyway.
Ryan's so done with it.
Anyway, yeah, that's one of the prizes that we get.
Yeah, and that's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow,
Yay.
guys.
Yeah. So
Yay.
watch our social medias because we might be able to post some stuff about that. I'm not sure how much we are able to post, but
Pictures.
hopefully we'll be able to post some things.
Probably
So
pictures.
be sure to watch out for that. Be sure to watch out for a lot more on our social media channels like our YouTube or our Spotify, anything else.
Our Instagram.
Yeah,
our
we
Facebook.
definitely have a lot more coming up in the future. So be sure to subscribe, like, click the bell,
Comment.
and we will, yeah, we'll see you. Who knows? Who knows where we'll see you next?
Crazy we can say that.
Yeah.
Because we might not be filming from Canada again.
Whoa.
Break in!
Alright,
That's
we gotta
okay.
go.
Bye, guys.
We gotta go.
Bye, guys!
The kitchen crew.